You can play this game on PC, mobile, or PlayStation 5. I genuinely do recommend this game. It is a faster-paced version of Genshin, and especially if you're not really into the turn-based star rail system, this game has a very happy medium between the two. And as an aside, going into this is going to be a completely free-to-play experience. So the rules for this playthrough will be as follows. I will not be doing single pulls on this account. Only pulls I will be doing are 10 pulls, and if I remember correctly, 10 pulls are 1600 of the pull currency. The name is evading me right now. I'm sure you've seen in advertisements, log in and you'll get like 100 free pulls. That is true. However, what they don't tell you is you have to earn those pulls. You have to play the game. But that said, you notice like I'll be playing on the European server because that is where I'll have a fresh account. And with that aside, let's go. I guess for this time around, we'll play as Wise. So this is a fresh account, starting the game from absolute zero. This is going to be a completely free-to-play account. Out of all of the reasons to play this game, I just love how fluid and bouncy everything is.
Those criminals need to get...
Imagine if we had actual news anchors who spoke like this. Man, the news would actually be more entertaining. Not that bad though, that's a bit wild. Something tells me that this guy went completely off script. I never understood why he's crying like this. So is this like crying a bit that he does? Is this supposed to be intimidating? I'm glad I'm not playing this in a dark room because that would hurt.
I'm not scared! I am not a pussy!
So I'll admit, when I was playing Ambi the first time, I was just mashing the entire time. I really did not realize that you actually had to pause in between her third attack. That genuinely took a while, and I bled a lot of damage when I really didn't need to. That's why she's good for like a beginner character. And considering you get her for free, if you build her up right, she can carry you to endgame. Fun fact about Ambi, ladies and gents, is that she is a cinephile. She genuinely believes that movies are real. I don't know what that says about her, but you know, she's adorable nonetheless. Introducing everyone's favorite comic relief. Ooh, there we go. Even though I have Billy up to level 50 on my main account, I haven't really done anything with the guy since. Because he's actually a really good ranged carry. The way how you genuinely want to build up a stun is with a stun character like Ambi here. Typically, after you build up a ultimate and unleash it, it'll open up enemies for a follow-up attack. Ambi's damage won't be the highest, again, depending on how you build her. She can build up the stun meter, which will allow DPS characters like Billy to absolutely pop off. Nicole here took a lot of liberties. Like, she has an open Bell and Wise here. You know, if I could draw, I would draw my little Eevee self wearing this outfit right here. If not the full hoodie, at the very least the scarf. This is the map exploration screen. It's very similar to their other games, in this case Star Rail's exploration system, specifically their simulated universe. However, instead of going from like one room to another, you get to explore a little mini-map. It's great for if you want to take a break from like constant combat segments. These observation datas, this is how you earn additional polychromes, especially if you do them for the first time, or how you earn your pulls. This is how you build up to your 100 pulls. And these are just general level up material and in-game currency that you need to level up characters. They're called Denny's, by the way. Now, if you saw that red flash right there, that means that attack cannot be parried. You either have to dodge out of the way or you swap out of the way. And more often than not, the characters will say something, like to get your attention. This screen, the wipeout. It's the small details that just make the combat very satisfying. He's enraged. It was weird, because he's vulnerable. This will do more damage. There we go. Come on, go down. You have no health in that health bar. Thank you. This bit right here, yeah, it's nice that they're showing off the 3D modeling, but I genuinely thought that they'd do more with this. In a way, this is very similar to other games, and that lets you see all the angles. As an aside, intronaut level is the same as account level. The more activities you do, like side quests and general daily quests, you'll gain account experience. The more levels you go up, the more rewards you accrue. It's not a bad thing. Like, it looks pretty plain for the time being. Get more levels, and you unlock more features by building up your account. You'll get more rewards. Of course, you get to see basics of gameplay, basics of exploration. The database shows you the different kind of enemies you'll run across. By the way, there are a lot of them. Intelligence is basically your story recap. Imagine living right next to an open-air ramen shop. It doesn't sound like much, but that would be amazing. You know, when you think about it, how exactly do these amplify weapon strength and all that? I guess you just wear it like it's a small little charm on you. Now, we won't be able to go further until our own account, in this case, our internaut level is 10. And if you're wondering what these are effectively your relics from Star Rail, your small armor pieces in Genshin. Instead of wearable designs, these are discs, which leads me to think that the W engines are some sort of music player, I think. These three will be our characters for the time being. The Cunning Hares, Anby Damara, Nicole Damara, if there's any relation, we don't know yet, and Billy Kid. Technically, it should be Billy the Kid. We don't really have any other equipment for them. Billy's obviously the harder hitter. Why not give this particular weapon to Billy? Unfortunately, we won't be able to, because if you'll notice under W engine effect, this particular engine is good for stunners. As you can see right here, he's considered an attack character, Nicole is considered a support, and Anby is a stunner. This is Corrin. She is adorable, and she hits like a truck if you build her right. So we have the new character, Bernice is coming, I think, next 2 days, as well as other events that are upcoming. Proxy tools. This will tell you or give you advice on how to build, how to use the site, and it'll give you access to your past records, it'll give you access to build guides, and also the daily check-ins. You check in every day, you'll get a reward, it's sent to your in-game mailbox, and you move on. Strategy list. One thing about this particular gacha system and gacha systems in general, if you do a 10 pull, you're guaranteed at least one A rank, Force, or in other games they would be considered 4-star or up unit. When you get a duplicate character, you will get something for their cinema, as it were. We select Billy, we have little cinema gauge. This is where you would apply duplicates to. Like other Hoyoverse games, Constellation, Eidolon, cinema is like those two systems. Though what I like about this one in particular is it feels like you're fleshing out a movie poster. And the more you fill out, the more detailed the picture gets. Cryptid tapes are what you used for the banner characters. Master tapes are what you used for the standard banner. You will always get 5 of them. Fading signals are a type of currency that you will generate as you do pulls. Duplicate characters will get you a lot more fading signals, especially if you have their cinema maxed out. If you're wondering, well wait, how do you know if a pull is good or not? The game will let you know. It's not subtle at all. And notice how the poster's slowly getting more detailed. In regards of team building, there are several factions that you can pull from regarding your agents. You want to build teams that are within the same factions, as they'll provide bonuses for each other. Honestly, bring whoever you want to build along, in your opinion, flows better for you. So for this particular mission, we'll bring Anby. We need to level them up, so it's going to ask us to level everyone up. Now you're probably wondering, wait, why does order matter? Because there are some characters who can do a physical parry. Typically, you want to save your last swap in for someone who has a dodge. So in this case, my rhythm will be parry with Anby, parry with Nicole, and then doing like Billy's dodge attack. And once again, combat is the best part of the game. That's what I mentioned earlier about parry, and then dodge. And one thing about Nicole here is that, yeah, she's not exactly built for attacking, because remember, she's a support character. If you pop it while Nicole has energy, her second shot, assuming it hits, will create a field that shreds defense to all enemies who are stuck inside of it. If you look at the top right corner, you'll see like that smiley face, 3 out of 3, all up. That's how we can pull up agent info, and these are all of their passive abilities. When it says here, when another character in your squad shares the same attribute or faction, meaning their element, faction is Cunning Hares, every one of her teammates are Cunning Hares, Nicole will get her ability, because again, everyone here is a Cunning Hare. So when it comes to team building, the game very much recommends you build within factions, but you can also build within attributes. Thank you. It's satisfying to pull off combos like that. It's not quite Revengeance, like Metal Gear Revengeance, but it's very close to it. Yeah, I like Metal Gear Revengeance. I know I'm weird. So this is what I mentioned earlier about being able to buy the engines, or specifically you can get certain engines. You can't get every engine in the game. This here is your daily tasks sort of deal. Occurs in most Hoyo games. Again, I've only played like 3 of them, so I don't know if this particular feature shows up on Impact 3rd. Primers are basically little tasks that you can do as your internet level goes up. This will eventually cap out, but these do give you incentives, they give you rewards, you know, for playing the game and doing very specific tasks. You're probably wondering what that little guy on the side is. That is a combat bangbu. They will typically be your 4th party member if you have them equipped at a given point in time. You cannot control them directly other than doing chain attacks with them. Oh, we didn't get the combo with them. You know, you can peruse the news, see what's going on, maybe pick up a commission. So far, we have at least 4 playable Thyrans on the roster of playable characters, and we'll meet them as the story progresses. She is an NPC who maintains a shop, and her name is Asha. Oh, so we can buy here. We can't buy at the higher tiers, but if you've noticed, you can buy character experience, you can buy specific ascension material. Chips are what you use to upgrade skills. Components are what you use to upgrade the W engines. Blading agent is what you use to enhance your relics. Ether electrolytes, they're what you use to level up Bangbu. So we haven't exactly shown you that part yet, but we're pretty close to it. Also, if you notice to the far right, you'll see this shop refreshes in 5 days on Sundays. And some of these events are level gated, as you can see, and sometimes they're locked behind certain mission thresholds or story thresholds. As you level up, you have your road to greatness, will give you incentives to keep going. This is part of the free 100 pulls you get for playing the game. So these are story trials or milestones on your story, and depending on those milestones, you will get certain rewards. For the Inferno, that is the current main story as of streaming date. Ambush node, Shiyu defense. To those who have played Genshin, this is Spiral Abyss. Hollow Zero, this is your exploration mode. As you can see, you are guaranteed a lot of good rewards for clearing various difficulties. Do you guys remember how I said that out of all the characters on the standard banner on my main account, she is the only one that I did not have? That's funny, Hoyoverse. Very cool. Thank you. Nekomana is an attacker. She's not a stunner, nor is she a defense unit. I don't make the rules, but you can only give specific agents the engines that they have the same affinity with. She's an attacker, she's getting an attack engine. And let's level her up. Now you're probably wondering, what the heck is this for? This screen is where you level up their passives, which is here, or in this case, their skill enhancements. If you want to know what it does, you can always go to the far right, it'll tell you what it does. So Nekomata is a character that wants to get in, specifically get in and attack them from behind. Her skill effectively lets her teleport behind an enemy. We could technically do this right now because it only requires Denny, but she needs to be level 15. Now on the lower part of this screen, this is her passives, like her stats and such. And all of these will require chips. Now, chips are split up into various elements. Nekomana here requires the physical elements. We don't have any of those right now, so we can't go on.
The next day.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome back to another stream of Zenless Zone Zero. I was gonna say something along the lines of welcome to New Eridu, but that felt kind of cheesy in my head. We were playing as Rowan, our free-to-play account, again, and push as far as we can without spending a dime on the game. Playing the game, you would get 100 free pulls by doing the story and everything prior to 1.1 launching. All of that content would guarantee you enough polychrome for 100 pulls. From last stream, we've used about 50 of that. So, for example, if you look on the right side of the screen there under the events column, let's see, we have, if the game would read my controller, that'd be great. Oh, game. There we go. We have a bunch of events. So, unfortunately, we can't do this because we have not reached that plot point yet. And of course, this is the new character. She drops dropped at time of streaming, literally today. This is Bernice, and if you've seen the advertisements for her, you know why people are a little eager, to say the least. Let's see, another event, which we have not reached the requirements for. But yeah, all of these events they will generate polychrome for you, assuming you do them, and you literally have more than enough to work with here. If you're wondering what these are W engines. We went over these briefly in the last stream. These are effectively your main weapons. These are your stat sticks. These will give you quirky little effects depending on what you have. One of the things that I genuinely appreciate about this currency, Denny's. You use this for just about everything character related. This for ascensions. You use this to level up your substats called from your discs. You use this to ascend your W engines. You will need a lot of this. Yeah, that amount looks like a lot. Trust me, that will disappear fast. Let's see what Billy wants.
Manager, you're finally here!
How are you blushing through your mask? Again, just another NPC, immaculately dressed and immaculately designed. Although the dark purple and green is a design choice, I guess. I don't know why, but I get Grimace from him, like McDonald's Grimace. So if you look at the top right, notice how we have bonuses again. These will only trigger if the characters are of the same faction. In this case, everyone in this group is a cunning hare, or if they have the same attribute, whether it be lightning or ether or Nekomata's case physical. Surely this should work out. Now we can help this person. Here we go. And this is why I like Nekomata. He is incredibly fast and does a bit more damage when she gets behind someone, and you'll figure a lot of her kit puts her behind someone. There we go. Thank you. Bit. Why'd I get that now? Gonna use that a bit. There we go. And no, I don't know why she T-poses upside down like that. That's part of the flip animation, I guess. And by saving that person, we can get a heal, we get more investigation data, and we can save this person. I'm kind of hoping we can trigger like a chain attack so you can see how that green bamboo over there, that little guy, how he attacks. You can only get them to attack as part of a chain, or they'll attack on their own. Thank you, game, for the auto-targeting the box, though I didn't want you to. Yeah, I don't know where they keep the minigun either. Apparently it's inflatable. Who knew? And if you recall, Corn was one of the few characters we got as part of our registration awards. And yes, she is an absolute monster with that axe. Or chainsaw, I'm sorry. Trying to get the chain attack so I can show off that bamboo, whose name is A Million, by the way. Yes, their name is A Million. Why is it when I'm trying to show something off, I can never get it right? There we go. Let her rip. And yep, A Million just summons the chain gun. Again, I don't know where he gets it from. So, according to a particular scene, Corn is incredibly strong for her stature. I mean, I guess you kind of have to be when you wield that chainsaw. And one thing I like about Corn's, her special, is that she seems to get super armor, apparently. I mean, I could be wrong, but I have never been knocked out of it when I've used it in my other account. And another upside down T-pose for Nekomata. To be fair for Corrin, she wasn't exactly being obnoxiously thick with the praise and all that. Oh, hello, Tina Fox. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to the stream. Apparently, these two had a car. We can explore the rest of the map, but most of these areas are unknown to us. So, we'll head HIA building, as described. And from here, this is where we will do most, not all, of our farming. For character experience, for W engine experience, Denny's, chips, other assorted level up material, we get them all here. So my one gripe about this game's combat is the fact that the camera will auto lock on to the closest enemy, which is a bit aggravating, especially in a very hectic situation. So at the moment, it's not that bad, but there will be instances where this game gets a bit wild. And then, of course, at the end of the combat, you are rated from a C to S ranking. The ranking will determine your extra rewards that you get, because you will typically get up to 3 to 4. An S rank will at least guarantee you get a maximum drop on one of the enemy cards. Also, because we had coffee earlier, and I don't know how exactly that works, but but by having that one coffee, it amps up the amount of drops we get depending on the coffee we drink. And you can only have one coffee a day per IRL day, and it resets daily. So by upgrading agents at specific level thresholds, you can get master tapes. I don't think these particularly count towards the 100 pulls you get in-game. It builds up after a while. We can enhance these up to a cap, like past level 10, and then we can level it up as well. Interesting. It says reach 400 engagement in today's errands. We don't even have the errands unlocked yet. We can have access to the city fund. But again, because this account is going purely free to play, we won't be getting the premium track. We will be staying on the free track. And there we go. We now have our daily errands unlocked. Doing up to maximum engagement will get you a fair amount of experience and 60 polychrome, which again, doesn't seem like a lot, but it will build up over time. And as long as your account level is not at maximum, you can do weekly custom events or quests here. It's literally just pick 2 things, get them done, you get some rewards. In this case, we'll do 2 games at the arcade and a bowl of noodles, and as long as we get this done at any point in the week, we'll get those rewards, which is convenient. Back into the brink we go. Oh, hello. The exploding ones, I forgot about them. And that should be the last one right there, and that's that. I don't know why, but like, I can't help but shake the feeling that I'm missing something here. Like, I could have sworn there was an exploration segment here, because I know they trimmed out a lot of that in the recent update, so again, I could be wrong, but it just feels like there's something missing here. If I had gotten the last guy, that would have been amazing. I'll settle for that. This is just like me, like my opinion. The fact that they went out of their way to remove most of the exploration segments, or just makes the segments overall feel lesser. Alright, we have our first level 20 agent in the form of Ambi, and when the next time we start up, we'll finish off this chapter and see where it takes us. Until then, everyone, take care.
Billy, do you really have a cold?
Wait, how does a robot sneeze? How do they get a cold?